Hi, my name's Nancy Davis, and I run Cure Addiction Now. This is a charity I started with my late son, Jason Davis. Jason was the love of my life. I loved him more than anything. Unfortunately, he passed away. Jason had an addiction to opiates that lasted over 12 years, off and on. He came to me one day and he said to me, "Mom, we have got to start a charity for addiction. It's going to be called Cure Addiction Now, or CAN, because we can come up with medications and treatments to help people who suffer from this disease." Cure Addiction Now deals with both addiction and mental health. You cannot completely get better from your addiction if you do not deal with the mental health aspect of it.
The public needs to understand it is a brain disorder. It is a biological problem. It's not a character flaw. It starts with voluntary use typically, so people think, well, just stop, don't use it. But the substances change the brain, and it starts with voluntary use and becomes an uncontrollable compulsion that changes every aspect of the person's life. Their brain changes.
The biggest issue we have is that people don't really seem to care too much about people with addiction because they feel that it's a choice. And we know now that there's genetic susceptibilities, and once people do become addicted, it's not a choice for them anymore.
It's incredible to see because somebody that has struggled with mental health and addiction for so many years, it's become very clear that the way we've been looking at mental health and/or addiction has been wrong for so long. We've been treating mental health and addiction the same way we have for the last 80 years.
For 20 years, nobody really funded any research for addiction. It doesn't make sense why they didn't, but we are so excited that we are able now to work with this most amazing dream team of doctors, to work as a team, to work together, to come up with medications and cures. These doctors will communicate all the time. They will never duplicate each other's research, but they will constantly communicate as they find different things from their studies. They will be able to build on each other's successes and failures. The successes are so important, but the failures are so important in research today, so that other people do not spend the same amount of money, time, and energy over and over again to get the same result.
The fact that we bring together preclinical scientists and clinical scientists, and it allows us to talk about what's emerging in our field, and it allows us to come up with new ideas for targets to hit.
Understanding that genetics plays a role in drug addiction is giving us now therapeutic targets. Because if we can say, hey, this gene seems to put an individual at risk for opioid addiction if they're taking a pain medication, now we have this target. We can target this gene, we can target the protein that is produced from that gene in order to either prevent the development of drug addiction or to use it as a target for therapeutic development. For example, that safety mechanism that says, hey, you should stop consuming this because this could be harmful, that circuit degenerates over time. But we are trying to provide research to show how we can regenerate those neural circuits.
So excited that all of our doctors are coming together as a dream team to work together. There's a forum, and they will all be part of the solution. They all have each other's backs. They're going to all work together. It's so important that doctors do not duplicate each other's research. It's important that monthly, as they're finding out different parts of a study, what's happening, that they can communicate with each other. So those are the building blocks for the other doctors as they're building new studies, so that they can all help each other. Addiction is killing so many people every day. We have to use our time and every penny we raise so wisely so that we can help find a cure for these diseases.
You know, I've been a neuroscientist for quite a few years, and I've watched the tremendous acceleration in research in this area of neural function. It's been phenomenal, and the opportunities that we have right now are just extraordinary, things we never could dream of when I first started out as a student. And so we have the tools now to ask and answer questions that were just science fiction when I was a student.
So a lot of the work that we've done, in part supported by CAN, has been to advance the ways that we measure folks, measure the treatment outcomes that they have in that period of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, a year after they leave treatment.
I see the Cure Addiction Now has the biggest impact in support a lot of a young researcher who is harboring a very novel idea, not well accepted by the field yet, but in the long run, that could create a huge impact in the future.
CAN is very unique in the sense that it provides us scientists with resources that are more high risk, high reward type of work. The traditional model that most of us are accustomed to as scientists is, working through the NIH system, which has its benefits and has a lot of, fairly stable funding line from the U.S. Congress, but it doesn't provide a lot of high-risk, high-reward type of work. And in this particular crisis, we needed high-risk, high-reward.
The idea of CAN was to create new medications that are going to really help start saving lives. There's certain things that exist today that help certain people, but they do not help everybody. A huge percentage of the population of addicts are not getting the help they need, and they're not being treated in a way that's going to help them have a long, good quality of life. So we are setting out to create a very new type of a charity that will deal with medications. We hope to get FDA approval on some fabulous medicines that are going to help people.
CAN has come through and been able to provide funds for us to be able to start these kind of really exciting novel research projects and see whether or not there's a signal for these different treatment medications that we're assessing that would be worth investing, worth these other large funders investing in for us to be able to advance that area of research forward.
I really think that we should be investing time, money, and resources into research that is translational. From there, we can take that information and translate it to clinical trials and human populations to kind of fast-track treatment.
It's so obvious to me to see these people collaborating, walls falling down, Nancy sort of leading the vision, saying we're not going to do this incrementally, one small step at a time. We're going to go for the Hail Mary. Let's cure this thing. Let's find a way to really end this. That's going to be cure addiction now. This is where you want to invest if you think that it's time we stop just doing this one small step at a time and you want to see if we could find some significant cures, then this is the place to go.
I will stand next to Nancy Davis for the rest of my life. And when Nancy says she's going to cure addiction now, buckle up, because nobody can do it better than Nancy Davis.
My son Jason had the biggest heart, loved to help people. This was his dream. He's not here anymore, but I want to make his dream come true. And I know he's smiling from heaven that we are working on this and we are going to come up with these medications and we're going to save a lot of lives.
I am so blessed and so proud to have her as my mother.